3, 2, 1. Howdy y'all, this is Twitchonium here. I'm coming at y'all today with another March of the Machine draft. Go ahead and hop right on into it here and see what we open on up. Alright, for pack 1, pick 1, we have opened up Omnath. Is it worth trying to be a 5-color deck? Let's see. I'm not sure. I mean, don't get me wrong, I love the card, but I don't know that it's worth trying to skew a whole draft around him. All three of these are pretty great. Angelic Intervention's awesome. Rouse is awesome. Thespian I've really actually had a good time with. I haven't really tried out the Inquisitor myself yet and gone the like super heavy Phyrexian route, so maybe we try that out. Although, I think if we're going the Phyrexian route, I'd rather start in black, where I like the color more than white. That's a tough call, though. Alright, well there's definitely some better white cards here than black. Eldraine's fine, just not one of the more exciting battles. But the Intercessor's pretty good. Creature, land, or removal, depending on how you play it and when you need it. Could also just take the Sculpted Perfection and try to go all in on the Phyrexian strategy early. And then there's the safe pick, just pull the Skittering Surveyor out of the pack, which probably makes my deck no matter what, and it really makes my deck if I end up splashing an extra bomb. I'm going to go ahead and try the Sculpted Perfection here. I'm not going to marry myself to the Phyrexian strategy, but I haven't tried it yet, and this is one of the key pieces for it, so if we do end up in it, I'll be glad we took that. Well, this pack I really want to just take Vanquish the Weak anyways, so works out. What else is in here? Agar could be pretty fun if you build around him enough. Invasion seems a little slow, this one. If you get to flip it, it's really cool, though. Searing Barb, I was pretty low on this early, but I'm coming up on it now. I think it has a bigger role to play in the format than I initially thought. Just any target is more relevant than it used to be, now that there's battles and stuff floating around. Alright, let's see. Best cards in this pack, probably Invasion of Amonkhet. And we could take that. We're not necessarily married to white by any means. Could also just take Tiller of the Flesh. Turns all our removal spells into 2/2s. That's pretty strong. It's a tough call, though. They both kind of put us into a second color. I think the Invasion has the higher upside potential. I think we're more likely to end up in the white deck, but I'm going to take this just in case we do start seeing a bunch of good blue cards. I lied. I'm just going to take the Tiller. We already have the one white card. They both put us into a second color, and we may even see that other one wheel if nobody else is in blue-black. Alright, nothing crazy exciting here. We could take the 2-mana sack outlet or just the Mauler, which I think I'm going to just snag a Mauler here. It's a nice top-end piece in black. You know, 7/7 with Menace is pretty reasonable, and you can always just cycle it early if you need to. Especially if we end up picking up any of the like double or triple pipped black cards. Aside from this one itself, the swamp cycling would be pretty nice. Well, I guess we can just keep on the Phyrexian strategy. I'm always happy with a 2/2 lifelinker. None of these crazy exciting. I guess we'll take the Phyrexian since... I mean, I guess we could like hedge our bets on an Eye of Gitaxias, which is just slightly better. Yes, it's a fair amount better, but we're not necessarily going to wheel that blue anyways. Now I will go ahead and pick up a blue card. Hedge our bets a little bit on the meeting of the minds here. Although, an Ichor Drinker could do a lot of work if we get enough of these Phyrexian buff enchantment kind of cards. And we already have 2. We're going to look to pick more up pretty highly. I could see picking up the 1-drop. Since nothing's here for us, I'm going to grab the Dispersal in case blue stuff does end up wheeling here. Which it very well might if we're seeing a dispersal this late. But so far we got a little bit of everything across the curve here. Interesting. Well, we can take the Informant, which is just a solid 2-drop. Nothing crazy in the Phyrexian deck. We could take the Rona, if we think we are going to be able to end up in blue-black. I guess if the Rona's wheeling, it's very possible we wheel the Invasion too. I'm just going to take the Surveyor, though. It's the safe pick, but I like being open to splashing a bomb if we find one in another color. Like maybe we open Glissa or something and we just want to splash a green. Sure, why not? Take the cool looking Agar. Here, we'll take, I guess maybe we splash an Urn if we really need to. Okay, so, wow, late pick Dispersal there. Alright, so blue definitely worth considering still, but so far no reasons to switch. Although Zephyr Stinger is definitely a reason to switch. It's not really splashable, but being able to just give your entire board flying is pretty gross. And even if you don't convoke it, it's still a 4-mana, 3/4 Vigilant Flyer. Just worst case, yeah, that's got to be the pick. And we'll try and figure out if we're going to try and go black-white, or black-blue or white-blue. I think probably black-blue, since we only have 2 white cards so far. But we'll see what comes around in this pack. I guess if we're playing that, we get the 2 dispersals as well, which is nice. Well, that seems nice and pretty fun. There's a lot of cool blue cards that are pretty aggressive early drops. The Aerialist and the Champion, I would love a copy of both, but I mean, this is just 4-mana instant speed, remove whatever you need, pretty much, and then if you get to flip it, awesome, you're starting to make an army of zombies. Definitely going to snag that here. This is another tough call, though. We've got Invasion, which is also pretty cool, but Preening Champion and Vanquish the Weak, I'd also be happy with one of these Aetherblade agents. We might still try to splash this. We'll see. I think I'm just going to keep taking the removal while it's being offered. Same thing here. Just keep snagging the removal all we can. I guess we could even consider the Deluge if we're black-blue. But we'll take another removal spell here. It's a ton of interaction already. Really need to focus on picking up creatures, especially with the Singer for Convoke that we're going to want to be able to take full advantage of. So maybe I should be taking the Champions a little more highly since they come with 2 bodies. This time, though, the best card I think is the Freewheeler, for sure. Lets us get back a permanent of 2 mana from the graveyard. Could also just take a Stasis Field, although we have so much interaction already, I don't think we need that. Let's just take the Freewheeler. Interesting. I wouldn't mind a Tidal Terror, but Wingspan could also be nice. Another way to convoke out some flying onto our creatures if we don't get the Singer. Yeah, I could see trying to run that. And more convoke flying? I mean, maybe we just are black-blue convoke out the flying win cons. Could be cool. With removal otherwise. Just go the flying control strategy. I guess this could be a 2-drop when needed. This could be more like a 5-drop. This hopefully is going to... I mean, I guess we're still going to want to probably cast it on 4 a lot of the time just to get the full value after we've set up a board. But we definitely need early critters. I'd rather not play this companion or this familiar if I can avoid it. Same with the surveyor, honestly. Unless we're needing it for a splash. I'll keep it in for now. Oops. So, 14 cards we're happy to play in this deck so far. Maybe 13. That guy's not all that exciting if we're not going heavy into the Phyrexians either. Ugh, some good green cards here. Really nothing for us either way. I'm just going to take this dual land in case we find a red bomb in the last pack. Then we'll have a surveyor and a land to help towards that splash. Huh. Do we just take another surveyor? And then we can definitely splash anything we find? Maybe we just go 3-color control with the surveyors even. Don't really have another color to pick. Ooh, and a preening champion this late. That's an awesome sign for blue. Take the blue-white duel now. Maybe we splash... none of these are really worth that splashing. I guess we could splash the Sculpted Perfection. Maybe. We'll see. Got the tiller back. Stasis Field probably here. Although I don't really want to play it with better removal options. So we've got some filler sideboard options if we need them. Ooh, is Vorinclex worth trying to splash? Probably not with something like Repurposing in there, or Final Flourish even. It's tempting though. 2 surveyors. We didn't end up getting there on any of the dual lands for green. Yeah, I think we'll just take one of these. Maybe we should take the Final Flourish, though. Nah, take the more impactful card, even if we don't get to cast it as often. We already have a lot of cheaper interaction. Ooh, now Yarok we could definitely try to splash. ETB effect, ETB effect, ETB effect, ETB effect, ETB effect. Okay, yeah, we've got plenty of ETB effects to try and splash the sweet rare there, though. It's in 2 of our colors anyways. This one won't help, this one won't help. But now we are open to kind of playing 3-color a little more heavily, especially since we do have the 2 surveyors, so any green cards we can now start considering a little more. And there's 1 2-drop for black. Black-blue duel would be nice. Emoti would be kind of cool. We already have 2 6-drops that it would trigger off of. It's very likely to wheel, though. I might even consider tandem takedown, but since it's double green, that's really going to be tricky. I think I'm going to take the Ancient here, actually, to help with the green splash and be another big creature. Now we'll definitely snag the Strobe Knight. We need some earlier drops, and even though it's a 3 instead of a 2, which is what we really need, this guy just has so much more impact on the board state. Now we should probably pick up one of these 2-drops. I think probably the Cryptomancer, although I'd love to get another Dispersal in the deck. We've seen them wheeling pretty late though, so I'm just going to pick up the Cryptomancer. Well, we could pick up a Corruption of Tawashi, which I like as a late game engine for drawing, but I don't think we have enough quite of the synergies for it. Cosmic Hunger, though, it's really either that or the Squadron here. And even on the splash, I think I'd rather have a nice removal spell. Wow, and even more removal? Yeah? We're going to be really hurting on the creature side of things here, but maybe we can get there. I think I need to take the pest just to have another body, honestly. Even if it's in an off color. We're just hurting bad enough for it. Same thing here. I'd love to actually take the sailback in this pack. But we need the 2-drop. Even if this is just going to be a 1-2 a lot of the time with hexproof. At least with Yarick, it can be like a 2-3 instead or whatever. Give it a little extra oomph. But most everything in our deck has an ETB trigger, except for like some of our top end pieces here. But even like our enchantments and stuff could trigger an extra time for us, which is pretty nice. I guess the Strobe Knight doesn't. Probably take a Converter Beast here over the Scab. And we're just going to go full on 3-color, I think. Yep, we'll take the Emote. If we're not going to get there on the early plays, we at least need something to round out the deck. Happy to see a dual land here, though. And the Kavu or the Dispersal. I think we're just going to go more controlling here. Since we're not going to be able to impact the board early anyways. Just hold up center action instead. All right, let's see. 5 cuts, huh? I like the Swamp Cycler. I like the Forest Cycler. Could cut one of the flyers for sure. Emote's a maybe. I don't think we can cut any creatures, really. Probably cut one Dispersal. Render Inert. Emote. It still leaves 1 cut. Maybe the Pest. It's still a pretty low creature count. 13, 14, 15, 16, potentially 17. Yeah. 18, kind of. Yeah, I think we'll try it like this. Let's see what our split looks like. So blue and black pretty close. 7, 7, 4. I think that's the right split. Yeah. All right, I'll see y'all in the matches. Welcome to round 1, y'all. We are on the draw with an okay starting hand. I mean, it's not amazing, but we're going to have a lot of slow hands like this, and this has 2 of our cyclers in it to make sure we keep hitting the right lands. Work towards a Yarick. Opponent's starting off with a pretty interesting 1-drop. If they can take advantage of the tap ability, it's very strong. Otherwise, it's just a 1/1 though. And Zephyr Singer, a pretty great draw for us. I'm gonna go ahead and cycle the Mauler here just to make sure I can hit my Gift of Completion, and Yarick too. But I think next turn we might just play the Gift over the Strobe Knight. Yeah. Now let's get a creature on the board. Next turn maybe we can do this plus flip the Incubate token. I'd really like to have some more critters out before I use the Zephyr Singer. Although the Strobe Knight doesn't really take very much advantage of it. Let's see. Yeah, I was going to say, they should definitely attack with that thing. Alright, well, we hit our land, which is nice. So we can either play the Freewheeler, the Gift and flip the token, or the Zephyr Singer. I guess it does block this guy pretty well. I think I'm going to play this, and I'm also just going to hold up the Ancient as well. We can always flip this on their turn. And I'm going to swing. If they want to make this trade, I'm okay with it. Ours has Vigilance anyways. Sure. They'll get a trigger off their Shade here, but that's alright. Oh, wait. Oh, it's only at their end step, not each end step. Okay, good to know. Trades are better on my turn. If they want to bounce my token, that's cool. Let's see the trick. Oh, just straight up removal. Okay. I guess they used it more as a trick. Yeah, we'll take a 5th land. Get a nice Yarok down. Yeah. Because we have ETB effects, I'd rather get the Yarok out first. If they have more removal, they have it. Not the end of the world. We have some more big, impactful things to play. Okay, a tap down, that's fine. I'll get in another nice attack here. Ooh. Actually, I guess if I cycle this first, I have enough mana to do both. Cycle and... Ooh, I could give Yarok flying, that's pretty exciting. I think I'd rather get the body down first, though. We can chump block with this guy. We'll swing with our lifelink Death Toucher here. But I just can't resist getting the Yarok trigger from this thing. Oh, they get to lock him down, but I think we're going to get some pretty sweet value here. We're going to flip 2 5/5s next turn. They'll get an extra counter on their guy, but we'll get a Surveil here. Ooh, yes, I'd like that. Thank you. No attacks. I think we're going to take this one slow. We've got removal and a bunch of powerful cards in our hand. The Freewheeler, I think, is the one I'm least excited about here. We don't have any 2-drops in our graveyard to make use of. Ooh, and a Yara is a juicy target for Vanquish the Weak. That's pretty cool. And that leaves 4. Sure, why not? Let's all mill 6 cards. Well, that's nice. 3 lands? Okay, well, those are some good cards. Not happy those are in the graveyard, but that's fine. Wow, they literally just milled 6 lands. Crazy. I think we'll get rid of the Squadron. This guy can give our 5/5s flying, which is pretty cool. I wish they had Vigilance. Do I have anything for 2 in this graveyard? I still do not. It says permanent. I guess I can hit a land with this. I don't think I'm even going to pay for it. I'm just going to get the flyer out. Yeah. Just start swinging in the air. I don't think we have a reason to rush this. That's a scary one. But our flyer also has vigilance here, which is pretty nice. They could have a convoke card to do some kind of interaction with us here. Oh, my apologies, opponent. Thought I was waiting on them. Tetsuko, that's going to get a couple of extra points of damage in here. I think I send in with all of these. If they block 4, because they have to. I guess they don't have to block all 4. This is probably wrong, but I feel like I'm going to at least threaten lethal while I have it here, instead of being pressured by the Tetsuko. Alright, that's 2 down. Assuming no combat tricks. Okay, just the 2. Oh, they've got a bounce spell for our thing. Yeah, makes sense. Alright, still got a 2-for-1 and gain some life. If they want to swing out with all their 1 toughness guys here, they're going to be shields down. Oh, that's unfortunate for us. Yep, not looking great now. And we just have hit every land in our deck here. What can we surveil? That won't do it. Yikes. Well, rough start there. But sometimes you just draw every land in your deck when your opponent can play all the cards they draw on 4 lands. See you all in the next round. Welcome to round number 2, y'all. We are on the draw again with, it's an okay hand. We don't have green. This can't get us green, unfortunately, but it can make sure we keep hitting our lands if we need them. And we've got some strong 3-drops. Probably get this island out first. Ooh. Definitely would like to see the green now. I don't think we need to cycle that yet. They could probably spend their whole turn flipping the weird, I'd guess. Or Eyes of Gitaxias, that's a good one too. But it does mean we're not as heavily punished for our slow start, since they're kind of just setting up anyways. They can flip 1 this turn. Yeah, the weird's definitely the better option, so that they can hopefully hit their land. Yeah. And I don't think we block because we have Vanquish the Weak in our hand. May as well swing, I think, and then we can play this and do the thing. Get a 3/3 down of our own. That way we can trade this one into one of theirs and then vanquish the other one. Or maybe we get them to spend their turn bouncing our token or something. A forest would be an excellent draw, or any of our cards that can help us get a forest. Would love to get Yark down before we play the Converter Beast. The opponent's going to go ahead and flip their critter here. Looks like they have something for us. Okay. Fair enough. In that case, I think we're not going to be blocking with our little guy, though. That's going to be 4, so we're going to swing with this guy so it doesn't have vigilance, or shoot that guy, rather. And at this point, I might just need to hold on to this as a play. Alright, heart of the cards. Well, pretty good draw. I think I am going to go ahead and cycle this now, though. Because we can still play this. I am not sure if I'm supposed to pop the Conjurer here, though. We're going to take another 3. Yeah, I think I just get this out. Although I forgot it had Flash, so I should have done that during their turn. Oh well. I'll eat the 4 just to get the thing down, the battle. Really want to get Yark down before this flips. That's just so much nice extra value. Well, I'm going to mill 3 and it's going to be all my green sources here. But we'll give it a shot. Okay, no green sources hit. And we wield some pretty great cards of theirs. Do we have any 2-drops to get back? We do have some 2-drops to get back. Not the best ones, but if we can have Yark out when we do it, they'll be a little better. So really, we've got one more turn here. Otherwise, we're just going to have to flip this to keep getting value. Yeah, we've got 2 ways to get through, thankfully. Be curious if they attack here. I would probably double block if they did. Alright, they're just going to go wide with some big booties. They're still holding up something. Oh, they're just... attack. Gotcha. Convoke, maybe? No, they're just going to go with the trade. Cool. I'm super happy to surveil here. Ooh, it's a tap land, though. Of course it is. I have to keep it, though. Does make me want to go ahead and flip this now, though. We can take theirs. Ah, that's good to know. I think I'm going to just gum up their board here. And we're not even going to bother with the thing. We'll just get Yark down next turn before we flip it. We can just send the champion over. Alright, pretty nice drop from them. Get a 5/5 out. Unfortunately, we won't be able to, unless we top deck another green source, we won't be able to double spell here. Ooh, that's actually pretty nice, though. Now we can flip this, and... No, we'll hold this guy back. No reason to trade him off here. But we go make a bunch of zombies. Unless they have a counterspell, which is very possible. How do we get more zombies? Exile target card from a graveyard. Cool. We got a excellent removal for, I guess, really just the 5/5, but okay. We'll put that on the bottom. Oh, that's a shame. At least we got the value out of it there. And we get to make their thing go poof here. Ooh, yeah. 2 removal spells? Sure. Yeah, they're going to go ahead and just scoop it up. Cool. Nice game there. See you all in the next round. Welcome to Game 3, y'all. We are on the play here with another decent hand. Another slow start, but some strong late game plays and some sweet interaction. And the Surveil on the Dispersal is going to be coming in handy. Make sure we can keep drawing towards some bigger impacts. And we'll definitely just go ahead and Forest Cycle this right away. Make sure we hit our green source. And now we're off to the races. Got everything we need. Well, that'll be a nice target for the Dispersal. We can wait until they flip it, pay, you know, some life, and spend a turn doing that. Hopefully. The Shade as well. I think I just get a big old flyer out early. Probably take a little bit of a hit next turn, potentially, but that's alright. Seems like the stronger play, for sure. Now they're forced to use removal if they have it. And if not, we are stacked with it. Alright, they did go ahead and spend their turn flipping the guy. They'll get some nice value. They'll get a card draw out of it here, but interesting. Yeah, I think we're gonna pop this guy. Swing with everything. Oops. I clicked too many times. And we'll hold up the Dispersal. Seems like a good answer to their guy here. A good 1 mana answer that surveils too. And if they have protection, that's fine. We don't need either of those. So that was basically 1 mana to remove their thing, set them back a turn and change, and more or less draw 2. Okay. Some nice removal from the opponent. Gonna get some Surveil action of their own. Would love to draw into any kind of creature or battle, something that impacts the board. I guess our battle wouldn't be the best draw here, since it's a removal spell. Alrighty, we will swing in. Keep on keeping on. They're thinking hard. I mean, they have a hand full of cards and what you would think would be enough mana to cast most of them. Ooh, okay, they're going to make us discard. That's fair enough. There goes Yarok. Sad times. I think I'd rather have the bounce spell, honestly. Probably replay their 2-drop again, I guess. They won't be able to afford to flip it for life, at least. They'll have to spend mana to do it from here on out. Or at least, I would assume so. And that's why we keep the bounce spell. Ooh, yes please. We'll do the champion first, because then we can convoke with our 1/1s. And now we'll have a board of flyers. It's a pretty good spot to be in there. Alright, they've got one of their own. Let's see what they got. A ground blocker, probably not gonna do it here. Well, they're definitely thinking. If they block our preening champion, that's actually not a bad block for them. It gives them an extra turn. Alright, yeah. Makes sense. But now we can start sending at them for 5 a turn, and one of those is Vigilant, which is nice. Is this turned on? Oh yeah, it definitely is turned on. We for sure don't want them to get the Invasion of Amonkhet flipped, so we're going to probably go to some lengths for that. And I'm glad I kept the island in hand. Probably made this look a little juicier than it really was. Alright, this scares me a bit. Ah, and it can't be blocked. Good to know. See if they take it. They do. That's fine. I will hold on to the land, though, just because of that card. If we draw into any of our double green spells, I think that's the only one, really. We can play it, but yeah, it shouldn't matter. So we'll swing out completely here. They'll be forced to block with the... or to block the Singer. It's a little close, though. Go ahead and thin our deck out a little bit more here. Take the other blue source. Alright, so they're going to get something. Atris, maybe? No, that won't do it. Brainy Champion would get him 2. Yark won't do it because he doesn't have reach. The Squadron, maybe? The Ancient, probably the best pick. We'll see. The Singer putting all of our guys in the air was huge. Okay, they went with the Preening Champion. That makes sense. If they can get 1 more flyer, or I guess they need 2 more flyers. There's 1. 1 more. We're going to try it here. If they've got something, we're toast, but... Yeah, so we were toast anyways. Rough. We're going to lose with them at 1. Not what you like to have to see. Most of our biggest, best cards already got stuck in the graveyard when the mill happened, so... Oh well. Close round. Just couldn't quite eke it out here. I don't know that we have anything in the deck that actually just straight up does a damage to them. But we definitely have removal if they attack with all but one of their flying blockers here. Aww. And no blocks for now. I guess our invasion would be pretty nice. Don't think this will do it, but it can let us surveil. We block 4, we take... Wait, we block 4, 5, 6, 7, 5, so we take 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and we die. Brutal. Just couldn't get there again. This deck is just... It seems great. It's just right on the cusp of being able to close these games out. I thought we had that, but just needed that 1 extra point of damage. See you all in the next round. Welcome back to round number 4. We are on the draw with another, reasonable for this deck starting hand. We've got 2 of our 3 colors and a Surveyor to find the 3rd. Why, hello there, opponent. Well, we hit all of our lands now. I think I'm still probably going to Surveyor on turn 3 here. Well, maybe not now. I think I'd rather just kill that. Actually, now, though, I'm just going to go ahead and drop a Preening Champion. That actually sits really well on this board. And we can just start filling out our board until we convoke out a Singer later on. Alright. Opponent's just going to chill. Reasonable. I'm going to go ahead and just fire this off at this guy. That way we can swing with both here. Yeah. Because if they want to use this to draw us a card, sure, they'll get the extra added value out of it, but it's still giving them the chance to draw cards for us, which is pretty sweet. Okay, so now we definitely can't bounce the Mastermind, but we can bounce the Azuri. We can kill the Azuri. Maybe next turn we suit up our big guy here and swing in the air for 5. Yeah, I think I'd rather bounce this thing after they've dumped a ton of mana into it. This guy's not hurting anybody still. And yeah, I'd rather draw the card, I think, than play the Singer. And if they counter this, I'm happier than them countering a Singer. Fair enough. We'll keep on chugging. They might get a pretty reasonable sized hit in here if they spend their whole turn pumping the Blade Master. Would be really nice if we can get a Mauler down before we need to play the Singer. But I think we're going to need to play the Surveyor this turn just for chumps. Yeah. We'll play the Surveyor. Go find that swamp we need for this guy. I think we are still swinging. We will dispersal one of their creatures this turn. And then next turn we can drop the Mauler. Make our champion big. And give it menace. Right on. Go ahead and start off on this guy. They'll pump this one up, but this one costs them more to replay. Ooh, that's an excellent top deck. I like both of those. And do I eat the 4 here? I don't think I do. Puts us down too low. They get some life gain back. That's pretty relevant here. Alright, so I should be able to cast this and play the Zephyr Singer this turn. But I have to tap my creature to do it. Or I'm playing just a 5/5. And then they get to flip this and kill my 2/2 anyways. If I play this guy, though, then they have... This guy can't kill either of them when it flips. If I play this guy, they can. And then next turn we'll try and combo the 2. If they have removal, we're just toast. Yeah, we're going to have to chump block this guy with our Mauler. Sure, sure. Well, that'll do it. That's another one where we were really close. We had some great cards in hand. We were just always just one step on the back foot with this deck. Which I guess makes sense. It's part of what I was afraid of when we drafted it. Just the lack of early board presence in the deck. Super strong late game plays. We're always one turn behind getting the value out of them. So, still, cool thing to try out. Got to cast a Yarick a couple of times. He got us a little bit of value. And overall, still a fun little deck. Appreciate you all coming along on the ride with me here today, and I'll see y'all in the next draft video. Take care, everybody.